I guess I should tune. Champy, you ready? You ready? He's ready. He's really ready. Freedom came my way that night, just like a jet plane, in and out of sight. I was hauling ass at 1,000,000 miles an hour. You don't like that song, Champy? I didn't mean to cause you any trouble. Didn't mean to cause you any pain. Only one time to see you laughing. Only want to see you laughing in that purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Only wanna see you laughing in that purple rain. Ow! What do you think, Champy? He's done. Sometimes we get complete songs out of Champy. Oh, yeah, I like that one. The chorus is hauntingly beautiful. All right, everybody, happy Saturday night. All right, people, you fanciful people. Robert Rossi, thank you so much. Appreciate that, as always. Mr. K. Mr. K's in the house. Got Sherry D in here. And Murphy. Hey, everybody. And had a really cool GPT building session. They didn't build any GPTs. I think it's some false advertising. It's called the Weekend GPT Jam. What did they do today? Dolly and Midjourney. Dolly, Midjourney. Where was the GPTs? Now you can make images in a GPT. Ah, it's false advertising if ever I heard it. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lack of focus going on there. Lack of focus going on. Listen, this is Chat ADD. Don't go horning in on my territory there, Ann. This channel is so neurospicy. I think if a neurotypical person showed up, we're gonna be like, "Who's that weirdo?" Oh, typical is relative, don't you think? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, all right, let's get started. So go ahead, share the live. If you'd be so kind, it's Saturday night. Let's make it a party. Let's get some folks in here. We'll talk about some stuff. It's been well established in this channel that Sam Altman is jealous of me, and I don't always get the earliest access to some of the features. Some people in the world have access to some fancy new @ GPT insertion thing inside ChatGPT. I do not. I have some feels about it, though. I think it's really interesting. So we can talk about that. If you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, welcome. This is the AI Learning Lab. We can get you learned up. We do learning here. We don't do much in the way of book learning. We don't have a certificate yet. And if you came here looking for,
you can make money with ChatGPT.
Hey, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. You're gonna be sorely disappointed. Certainly, certainly, Mo. So we'll get going on that. And what else? We had a last night's live was an emotathon. I shared deeply about some stuff that I'm working on. Deeply, authentically. I shared about some work I'm doing on myself. And I think that was good. People seem to appreciate it. I always get a little weird about that stuff because TikTok can get really weirdly self-indulgent. And I think it's, it's like, I want to strike a balance. so we're not going to be going there tonight. But if you want to see that live from last night, it's live on the TikTok channel. I made it an instant premiere, so it was premiering. It was probably just finishing up when I started the live. And I also posted a decent chunk of the live from last night as my latest post on TikTok. And then TikTok is really fucking pissing me off. Like my videos lately, they go from 0 views to 150 views. Then the minute they hit 200, just boom, they stop dead. And then it's like 5 views every, 5 minutes. So I don't know why I'm being throttled, but TikTok makes me fucking cranky. Speaking of book learning, Kyle has a book. It's true. I do. It's called AI Futures and an Anthology. I am one of 7 contributors. Cindy Kuhn was the one that put the project together. So she is an irregular. She's a very cool woman. She's a futurist. And so she got together a bunch of people she thought were cool and said, let's do something on AI. Let's publish it in a month. Last night was so good. Thank you. Lots to think about. Thank you, Source Camp. We have so much to think about. Like even this. So last night, I was waxing poetic about, who I'm going to be in the world moving forward, which was interesting. And then while I was doing that, ChatGPT, per my prediction, dropped a new feature, and I didn't think they would drop it on a Friday night, and they did. They did to some people, so it's not fully out there yet. But it's this idea that you can incorporate a GPT into your chat session, right? And that is just... It goes back to that thing that we talked about last night a little bit about the statement Sam Altman made in Davos that ChatGPT 4 is best understood as a preview. And the other thing about GPTs being callable inside a chat session is that they're kind of like baby autonomous agents. So I think OpenAI's given us training wheels. They could also just be flailing and not know what the fuck they're doing with launching a consumer product. That is also a very real possibility. What are you gonna do? Because the GPT store is such a pile of trash. It's not even like a dumpster fire. It's not even a store. It's just a shitty web page. Oh my God. Wait 2.5 months for that. Woo! It's Sam. Sam called TikTok and told them to throttle. That's what it is, Emilio's wife. That's the thing is, the minute you raise $10 billion from Microsoft, it's like it all goes to your head, and then you're like, I don't like Kyle, so I'm going to use my power and influence to bring him down. It's just sad. Sad. I didn't do anything to him except for those 2 or 3 things I did to him. And there was the whole battle with Elon, and, Elon and me are really chummy, and I think that made him jealous. Elon and I were like hanging out at that vegan sushi palace, and we had the big sushi boat there, and we were laughing and talking about the Tesla. And I said he should make a pickup truck, but he should make it look like a spaceship. And anyway, he went on and did that. That's kind of cool. They're having trouble building it, but it's like I just said, like, make everything flat. It was great. And anyway, Sam walked in and he was like, "Oh, you're here." And I think it made bad blood. That's all I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? No? That's because it's just all bullshit. Oh, we're having a good time tonight. Have a Saturday night. All right, that's the issue with the new feature. Only works with your own GPTs and what you've added to your sidebar. Tried to add a GPT. Tried to add it into GPT instructions to no look. I'm glad you said that, Suzanne, because that was one of the questions I had is, could you build a GPT with nested GPTs? So it sounds like not just yet. But holy shit. So if you think about the implications of, don't worry so much about, well, we'll get into like the implications of it are just crazy. Like how we navigate incorporating all this stuff together is like bafflingly complicated, except for the fact that we forget that we have AI. So if you think about sitting down and saying, okay, what GPTs did I make and how am I going to incorporate them into my chat session? Just fast forward for 6 months or a year, and ChatGPT will dynamically be assembling agents for us. So we're not going to have to think about it nearly as much as I think we do. Heard today that you can now wait. Sorry, whoever pinned that, could you repin it? I was just starting to read it and it went zoop. Does he always sing like this? Empower Pixels. Heard today that you can now invite your GPTs into any chat. Yeah, exactly. That's the new feature. I don't have it yet. I don't think. Let me go look. Sometimes Mr. Altman will give up the goods to little old Kyle. He's like, here you go, Kyle. Here's a little bone. Let me throw you a little bone. Hello at Nope, I don't have it. I don't got it. I ain't got it. So I can't play with it. Yeah, but that's the new thing. Oh, and I don't have my construction paper. Hold, please. Wait. No, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get my construction paper. Hold, please. Hey, Chippy. Hey, Chippy. Come on, coming in? No? All right, fine. All right. We got our construction paper, $20 million video studio, and we got to cover up the keyboard with black construction paper. I think I'm officially over GPTs. Sitting through them, making them do what you want is clown shoes. I don't disagree, Pate. Hey, but Pate, I understand that you can poop all over OpenAI and their silly little GPTs, but where's Google Gemini Ultra? When's that coming out, dude? We're at the end of January. My prediction was late February, early March. But, I think until your little startup there, your little Google startup has something that can compete, it seems like sour grapes, young man. Source Camp, yeah, I'm taking a break from GPTs until they get a little better. Yeah. Yeah, they'll get their stuff together. It's going to be really interesting to see what they prioritize. I have this sneaking suspicion that OpenAI is prioritizing GPT-5. You've been Gemini'd, the new term to replace smoke and mirrors. Suzanne's picking on you, Pate. Are you going to put up with that? Here's this amazing video. I'll tell you what, if that Rabbit R1 doesn't show up in March, I've been Gemini'd. Oh, man. I built maybe distraction tactics. Yeah, exactly. What was that other pin? Somebody said they built a medical. Oh, here we go. I built my medical GPT assistant for supporting my cirrhosis care. Oh, that's super cool. Yeah. Listen, I think the GPTs are really interesting, and it's just that right now they have limited audience, limited use, but the idea of one of the things that very few people took advantage of with ChatGPT were custom instructions. So custom instructions, you could basically put in a persistent prompt so that ChatGPT would just behave a certain way. And no one really took advantage of that. It's there for both 3.5 users and 4 users. And whenever I taught it, people were like, oh, this is new and exciting. GPTs let you do that, but save them as separate things. And because you can put your own knowledge base in there, like it really does allow you to create these specialized little tools. But yeah, they're just janky right now. So I think doing anything commercial on them is silly, but building them right now is not silly. Understanding what they can do and what they are. I'm of two minds about Gemini. Go on, Lunastick. Look that up in your funkin' wagnall. When I searched earlier, only Chinese language GPTs populated. Really? That's bad. Let me see if I can get Sin City Sipper. Sin City. Ooh. There ain't much searching going on at all right now. Oh, there we go. Mine came up. Mine didn't populate with Chinese things. Strange. It's very strange, Papal. Did he say Papal? That's Emilio's wife made that lovely AI Learning Lab sign. Broody Hen, sorry I'm late. You're taking after Emilio's wife. What is going on? But can a GPT do anything that ChatGPT 4 can't do? Well, yeah. You can train it on your own data is a big one. You can create an 8,000 word prompt that is persistent. You can share it with other people so they can play with it. So there's a fair amount of things it can do. Now, does it have capabilities beyond ChatGPT's capabilities? No, it's built on it. But the fact that you can upload your own data, thank you, Empowered. The fact that you can upload your own data, if you wanted to do that previously, you had to use something like LangChain. Like you essentially had to be an engineer to be able to train anything on your own data. We took a 50-page, incomprehensible sales process document from my company, Storyvine. We've been around for 11 and a half years. Our sales process document is we're a small company. So it's just like every time we added a new rule, we just dumped it into this thing, right? So it's just incomprehensible at this point. It's big. It's got a lot of stuff in it. It's hard to parse. And we just uploaded that into a GPT. And so now if you have a question about our sales process, you can just ask it. Like ChatGPT can't do that. I mean, it sort of can. You can upload something to it, on a chat by chat basis, but you can't have a persistent thing where you're just like, hey, what's going on with the sales process? Do you think DNA I don't know what it is about the pinning tonight. It's like whatever the default length of pins is 4 seconds shorter than I need it to be. Every time I look at a pinned comment, I read the first two words and it goes, Ping! So, again, whoever pinned that, could you repin, please? It sounds like my internet might be sucking here, too. Do you think DNA and organic computing will play a significant role in AI evolution? I don't know a ton about it. I think DNA as a data storage mechanism is really interesting and wild and very science fiction-y. They're making some pretty interesting progress with organic computing right now with, neurons that are functioning, on a slide basically, or in a non-skull environment. So probably yes, but probably not short term. I think what is more likely to happen is AI as we know it, some version of AI, ChatGPT 5 or whatever the next, the next thing beyond the transformer model is, will start to make breakthroughs in every area of science. And one of those areas will be in DNA storage and organic computing. That's probably what'll happen. I don't know. I'm just mansplaining at this point. I'm clueless on that. But, interesting stuff. What's the best format to upload data into GPT for best results? It depends. It depends on what you want to do. If you want to use code interpreter, then, CSVs or Excel files are good. But you can upload Word documents, you can upload PDFs, you can upload pictures, obviously, because it's GPT Vision. So it depends what you want to do. But I think I think there's three basic kinds of things you can upload, right? There's data files like CSVs, there's text documents, and then there's images. And then the text documents get weird because and the text document and images gets weird because some PDFs are like screenshots of text documents, but they're actually images. So in that case, it's using GPT Vision. Some PDFs have text in them. Some PDFs have text in them and images in them. Sometimes the images in them are charts and graphs. So it's kind of nuanced right now. You kind of need to know what you're trying to accomplish and what's your source data, and then figure out how to prompt it. So, all right. It's really janky on my side. Skipping like crazy tonight, probably hurting pinning. Okay, interesting. Oh yeah, that's probably what's happening, is if it janks out while you've got something pinned, it probably pulls it down. Is anyone else having weird skips, and like, am I janky? Am I like stuttering and freezing? Lots of breakthroughs in robotic AI made of biological components. They're called organoids. I know, crazy. I've been in HPC for a while. The uploading seems to be a problem with my work. Oh, that's interesting. No freezing. Not for me yet. Okay. Walking Blue. Are you worried about people in your history? People in my history challenging my self-declarations. They can challenge them. I don't give a shit. You mean like I declare them and they're like, well, you didn't have integrity with me, you big shithead. That's fine. I mean, that's their opinion. These are my declarations for me moving forward. The whole point of the declarations is for me to get them in my head so that as I'm moving through life, when shitty thoughts come into my head, I recognize it, have a tool to go, okay, who am I being that's given me that de-energizing thought? And now I'm going to choose to be this new thing. So I don't really give a shit if people in my past challenge my declarations. Actually, I'll tell you what. If they do, it's actually going to be really good practice for me not to go into defensiveness, shame, I'm less than, all that sort of stuff. So bring it on. They are irrelevant as past. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, exactly. Doesn't matter. They're irrelevant as future, right? This is about who I'm being. It's got nothing to do with anyone else. None of the work I'm doing has to do with anyone else. It's got to do with me. Yeah, a big part of what we talked about this last week was integrity. And I've got major areas in my life where I'm fucking shitty at it. I got other areas in my life where I'm really good at it. But I've got an MO in my life that I don't know if it's an ADD thing, but if I'm into something, I've got really good integrity. If I'm not into something, I've got really bad integrity. And that's not good. Integrity's integrity. You know. And integrity is not good or bad. It's just either something is in integrity or not. It's whole or it's not. And so part of what I'm looking at right now is, how am I doing? Looking for the places where I'm out of integrity, and it's a smorgasbord. Whee! Empower pixels. Yeah, me too. I'm lacking in integrity in some areas, but okay in others. Yeah, I think that's everyone. I mean, I think we've all got shit. You know, if you've got something that triggers you in some way, I think it's a natural human response to just go, fuck it, I'm not going to deal with it. I'll deal with it tomorrow, right? And then your integrity just gets, whittled away. Oh, fantastic, Bob. Integrity Week sounds hard. I'll tell you when Townsend was talking about we're going to deal with integrity these coming weeks, I got like my stomach got a little twisted. I'm like, I don't want to deal with that. Have you hurt people in the past? Of course I've hurt people in the past. Have you not hurt people in the past? If not, good on you. Have you hurt people in the past? Yes. Yes, I have. Yes, of course. I'm human. I don't know about you, Walking Blue. Maybe you're a bot. I think even bots have probably hurt people in the past. People get hurt over all sorts of things. Right? I'm triggered. I just called that car blue. Yeah, but blue is synonymous with depression, and that made me feel depressed, and so I'm triggered now. Okay. Yeah, I've hurt people. I find that an interesting question. What am I supposed to do? Go, never? What have I hurt someone? Sir, oh, I've never hurt anyone in my life. I've got a completely perfect track record. Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. You have to. What do I have to? Integrity Week sounds hard. How might that land with someone you didn't have integrity with? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not about them. This is about me. I, I'm not going to defend the fact that I'm declaring who I want to be moving forward by playing shithole scenarios from the past. Not interested in it. At what price integrity? Who fucking knows? My latest article I'm writing for a company is about integrity. You reached down deep, Kyle. I did. It's an ADH thing. We hyper focus 6 times. Yeah. Integrity is a really interesting word. Gen X is tough as nails. Integrity is a really interesting word. People think it means morality or it means ethics. Integrity is neither good nor bad. It's just either in integrity or not. And part of this work is not to shit all over yourself. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. And if you think that being out of integrity is bad, then that's a lovely opportunity to jump into a shame prison. Out of integrity is just out of integrity. It means not whole. So you can make a commitment to be in integrity, and then when you notice you're out of integrity, deal with it. Hey, Ann Murphy, I promised I would do this. I didn't do that. I apologize. I'm out of integrity. I'd like to propose a new agreement. Are you okay with that? It's not good or bad. It's just you're in integrity or you're not. So I would encourage you to go look up the definition of it. Because it's not about morality and it's not about ethics. It just is. Like gravity is, right? Shit falls to the ground because gravity is. Integrity either is or isn't. It's binary. You're in integrity or you're not. It's not good or bad. Now, could you hurt someone's feelings if you're out of integrity? Sure. Then you have to deal with that shit. But ideally, Ideally, what you do is you deal with that stuff in real time, and you fix it when you realize, the moment you realize you're out of it. You do it proactively. That's the part that's scary as fuck, because it's a lot easier to just go, oh, fuck it, I'll just deal with it later. Just like sin means missing the mark. Okay, re-aim, not don't shame. Yeah, exactly. Words you use is everything. Exactly. Words are everything. Words are everything. Are you being your word? Are you in integrity with your word? That's what we talked a lot about. And the power of the word, right? The power of the word. This was a cool thing. It's one of the things I didn't talk about last night. The word abracadabra, I put it at the beginning of my little deck. The word abracadabra, the magic, abracadabra, pring, something happens. It translates to, as I speak, I create. So if you're out of integrity with your word, you're not going to be able to create as good. Because we create everything out of our word. It's heady shit. Is that an old school notepad? No, you know what this is? This is so fucking cool. So I knew we had these index card things we had to do, and I knew I wanted them to carry around in my pocket, and I knew they were going to get all shitty in my pocket. And then, so I went on Amazon and I looked up 3x5 index card holder, and I found this little thing that's got a pen holder, and you can slide the cards in the little front. It's got two little tabs in the front. See? Like that. And then it's got a little pocket. So these are the ones that I wrote shit on. And it's got a little pocket for blank ones. So if I have some brilliant fucking idea. And so that just sits in my pocket. And they don't get all fucking destroyed. So I'm such a fucking nerd sometimes. As a writer and former public speaker, words are magic and powerful and should be used carefully. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, words are everything. Nothing, zero things have meaning without them. Nothing has any meaning. Put another way, we made all this shit up. All of it. You know, one of the things that was fun about, one of the things that was wildly fascinating about COVID for me was that a lot of what we did in the world seemed fixed. Like, you get up, you leave your house, you go to the office, you do your work, you come home. And then, like, this COVID thing happened, and overnight, globally, we were just like, yeah, fuck it. We just changed the rules. Like, it just hit me like, wait, you can do that? You could just say, don't go? And then everyone stays home. Well, if, facing, potential death, yeah, people were like, okay, I'll stay home. Yeah, whatever. We'll break. We'll not go to the office anymore. I'm good. But it really struck me that that it's all just made up. Humans made all the shit up, and then over generations, we as the humans that are here now agreed to do the shit that people made up. There's a really funny I don't know what they call it, a little tale about the little granddaughter at Christmas is in the kitchen, and grandma is, wait, how does it go? Oh, her mom cuts the ends off the ham before putting it in the pan. And the little daughter goes, why do you cut the ends off the ham? And she goes, oh, I don't know, because my mother did. Why don't you go ask grandma? And then the little daughter goes to grandma and says, Grandma, why'd you cut the ends off the ham? And she goes, oh, that's because, my mother did that. Why don't you go ask great grandma? And so the daughter goes and says, Nana, why do you cut the ends off the ham? And she goes, oh, we cut the ends off the ham because the pan was too small to fit the ham in it. Like sometimes we just do shit because that's how it's always been done. And like COVID like just sort of shattered a bunch of things where it was just like, oh, yeah, we could completely reconsider how we use offices and what a work week is. In a weird way, all the changes that happen because of COVID are actually, I feel like it's good practice, it's good preparation for what we're going to face with AI, right? We learned you can just make up new rules about how work works. So when AI gets so capable that it can do all of our jobs for us, at least in the knowledge work and the creative arenas, we can make up new shit. Will we? Mm-hmm. Question, what is that AI you showed the other day that makes 360 images? Can it be used for VR? It can, it's janky. So let me show you that, Cam. If you go to the AI Salon and go into AI tools and resources, and I'll show you all how to get here in a second. It's down in the 3D section, and it is called Blockade Labs, skybox.blockadelabs.com. And oh my God, they have the most annoying pop-up windows. It's so fucking annoying. Look, I keep saying don't show again, and then it just keeps. And now watch, I'm going to log in. I'm going to log in with Google. And then, look, more pop-up windows. Okay, I don't want that. All right. So anyway, so this is it. So what this is, Blockade Labs, this is a kind of a spherical, sort of an image mapped to the inside of a sphere, basically, right? So you can flip this stuff around, and then you can just talk a new... see? You can just talk a new thing into existence. So spaceport on a planet of mushrooms. And then I'll pick a style. We'll go surreal. Wait, can I do surreal? Is there one in there? Yeah. Psychedelic illustration. So now I'm going to generate this. So you can literally talk this scene into existence. So there are people right now that are taking things that are made in Blockade Labs, they're importing them into Unreal Engine, and then they're putting objects from Unreal Engine into these scenes and making them kind of interactive. But they're really just these static kind of things. But I mean, it's quite remarkable that you can just you can just say spaceport on a mushroom planet, and boom, there you go. That's a lot of planets in the sky. couple of suns off in the horizon there. Pretty sweet though, isn't it? Thank you, Empower. I appreciate the lightning bolts. Very, very nice. Very nice. That site is skybox.blockadelabs.com. See the power of words. Love it. Typos are horrible. Yeah. See the power of words and then you make a typo. See, Broody Hen, you just proved the power of words. that you want the word to be correct. Because the hour of words is a very different thing than the power of words. Can you sue an AI distributor or creator if it is used not in your best interest? I don't know, Spike Jones. We'll see. Everyone's going to sue everyone. Spike, do you think that lawyers go away in the world of AI? You can sue anyone for anything, at least in America. So, yes, someone will sue an AI distributor or creator because it did something shitty to them. Yes, I'm confident that that will happen. Which mod was that answer on hotkey? What? The mod was that answer on hotkey. I don't know what that means. Shu, did you watch the David Shapiro video on UBI and AI recently? I've watched. He's made a couple of videos about universal basic income. I haven't seen one recently. No. Skybox, thank you. Yep, of course. One shroom is enough. Yeah, this is a little overpopulated. The fungi have taken over. Although I guess this is a mushroom city, so that makes kind of sense. It's pretty sweet. Ba-da-da. Kevin Vasquez, greetings, Earthlings. Kevin Vasquez, how was NAM? Anything cool? The ends of the hammer suing. Wait, what program is this? This program is Skybox Labs, or Blockade Labs. Skybox.blockadelabs.com. What the reason I have this one on the list, and if you're like, wait, what list? This list. So this list is a list that I maintain on the AI Salon. And if you are interested in the AI Salon or joining it, go there, the salon.ai, and that will take you to this link tree. Look, I figured out how to do, they added a new thing, like a featured thing. So this is the AI Salon community when you get there. And if you click there, it will take you over to the AI Salon community, which is, it's a Mighty Networks thing. So think of it kind of like between Facebook and Discord is kind of what it is. And the first place I want you to go, if you want to check it out, is the Welcome to the Salon page under Salon Info, and read about what we're up to. And read about what our values are. Curiosity, generosity, exploration, collaboration, inclusion, empathy. And read why we chose those. And if those values resonate with you, then this is probably a community that you will dig. And if you dig it, then the first thing to do here, 1, use your real name. 2, introduce yourself. But Kyle, introducing myself is scary. I know. Introduce yourself anyway. One of the things I talk a lot about in this channel is it's important for, if you want to be AI literate right now, there is such massive opportunity that what I feel, this is my opinion, but I'm watching it pay dividends daily in this community, is as you're learning about AI, talk about what you're learning. Tell your coworkers, tell your friends, tell your family. You're like, but Kyle, they're so tired of me talking about AI. Nobody wants to hear it anymore. Keep talking about it. And so the AI Salon, what's cool about the AI Salon is this is a group of people that are talking about it. This is a group of people that are on the AI adventure. In fact, that's why we picked that image, right? It's a group of people choosing to go on this adventure together. Choice. Choosing to go on this adventure together. So step in. Join the adventure with us. And then after you introduce yourself, go to the Show and Tell channel. Show and Tell channel's a blast. Ooh, that's cool, Emilio's wife. Was that from, did you do that from, is that Dali or did you do that from Blockade Labs? That's cool. Oh, nice. Thanks for putting that link in there, Sherry D. Very nice. The Show and Tell channel becomes kind of like a jam session during these lives. And then today, so when Ann Murphy was live with her Dali, and Danielle was teaching Dali, and then Peter Kaminsky was teaching Midjourney. And as people were making stuff, they were sharing it on Show and Tell. It was really cool. In fact, is this Joy Purdy? That's beautiful. The vintage GPT Bazaar in olden timey Macintosh. That's really good interface. That's really, really good. Ooh, that's beautiful. Papa JJ again, killing it with the images. Papa JJ's getting some shit figured out here with the prompting. Wow, those are gorgeous. Celtic knots, super cool. Cities. All right, so some of these things were things from the sessions this afternoon. I think. Wait, no, that wasn't. Chucky, who did that? Is that Joker? That's Joker. You start to know people's personality through their images. That's really funny. People are sharing their GPTs in here. There's Susan Mendenhall, I think is her name, sharing a bunch of songs. Yeah, these were some of the images from the sessions this afternoon. So it's like the Show and Tell channel is just like this big jam session. It's really cool. So go play there. And then what else? There's a news channel, so you can go find out news. And there's AI tools and resources where you can share things. So there's an add your favorite tool. So if you've got something you think people should check out, add it here. And then this list, the Salon recommendations, this is one that I personally maintain. And so this is ChatGPT is still the best. So that's first. So what I do try to do in this list is put things in here that are not going to be a waste of your time, are worth you spending time learning. And if you want to be AI literate, you should probably at least understand the tools in the different sections. You don't have to use them all, but you should probably understand. You should probably go play with them. Most of them have some version of a free version that you can do something with them. Even the image tools. The video tools less so. The mods. Do you ever go into a live as a mod and forget you're a mod and forget to pin shit? Of course. The fact that you guys do what you do blows my mind, because it's like it's a multitasking thing that I'm not good at. Multitasking. I'm good at fast context switching, but sort of I'm monotask. I'm a monotasker. I don't think multitasking actually exists. I think multitaskers are fooling themselves. I think it's just fast context switching. But anyway, this list, there's music and audio, there's 3D, and then there's even people to follow. So if you want to get literate about AI, start with ChatGPT. And when I say start with it, I mean start with it and play with it. What I put in this list here is, here are the things that ChatGPT 3.5 has. Here are the additional things that ChatGPT 4 has. Every one of these bullets is like a whole different software application, but they're all integrated. And so part of what we need to practice as people that are going to play with these tools is understanding what's possible. And one of the best ways to do that is just play. Just go in and try to break it. Go in and do nonsensical shit. Like one of the parlor tricks I do is I'll have it make a table comparing two different things. And so I'll just do nonsensical comparisons. Compare a gummy bear to sushi is one that I use. And it does it. It's just like... And then when you see it do that, you're like, well, nothing should be able to make that comparison, much less make it in 5 seconds. And then it does. How far off are we from AI video being believable for a full narrative arc? Go close. According to Matt Wolf, he thinks 2 to 3 months we're going to see some very significant shifts in that. I would say probably 6 months. Now, I think in 6 months, like within 6 months, we get the piece parts. So the way AI is evolving right now is all of the tools right now are janky pieces of shit. And there's tons of them. There's thousands of them, right? There are, probably hundreds of important ones, and then there are tens of really important ones. So I try to keep what I feel are really important ones on this list. I'm missing a lot, but this will at least give you an overview of what's possible. What's going to start happening is certain tools on this list are going to become much more powerful. The video stuff in particular, because video is complicated, is we're going to go from being able to create 4-second clips with no sound to 20 or 30 or 40-second clips with sound. And you'll still have to put them together. And then at some point, probably 18 months, there'll be systems that just automatically, render the clips, automatically assemble them, automatically write voiceovers, automatically synthesize the voices. Probably within 18 months, we're at the point where you can just speak a video narrative into existence. All right. Joy Purdy, yes, I can recognize a Joker image pretty quick. It's so true. The other thing about the AI Salon is we've got guilds, and so Scott Young from the Video Guild, they had their first meeting today, and I don't know how that went. I couldn't participate in it, but all of the guilds have meetings, and they're sort of sub communities within this, so you should go check those out. So anyway, that's the AI Salon. It is worth your time to spend some time there. All right. So it's entirely plausible you will have virtual studio of cast of crew and actors. It is not only entirely plausible, it is entirely inevitable, in my opinion. Go here. Look. This one I find fascinating. I should put this in the list somewhere. Let me add a tab here. By the way, you'll be happy to know. Oh wait, did I switch my default? I didn't switch my default, but I switched. I'm in Chrome now, so I finally. Pate, you'll be happy to know I gave up on Edge because the memory leaks in that thing just do not work for tab hoarders. So. I'm giving up on Edge. I'm going back to Chrome. What were we talking about? We were talking about watch. Look at this. Runway.tv. Go to runway.tv and you will see this film of the week. AI Film Festival, Gen 48. So this, if you remember the early days of Netflix and the early days of streaming services, they kind of looked like this. They had their little channels, like here's music videos, and you can click on one of these and watch your video. So all of these videos have to contain some footage. Did I hear my name? All these videos have to contain some footage that was generated in Runway ML. So Runway ML is a video generation tool. You can do video to video, you can do text to video, you can do image to video. What a lot of people are doing right now is they're making images in DALL-E or Midjourney, taking them into Runway, turning them into videos, and then cutting them together into these kind of videos. But some of these filmmakers are doing, real narrative. This one's interesting. I've seen this one before. right? Now, is there jankiness in these? Yeah, there's a lot of jankiness in these. In fact, there's so much jankiness in these. I personally think that a lot of filmmakers are going to look at this stuff and they're going to dismiss it because they're going to go, well, but that's just, look how crappy that is. That's not real filmmaking. And what's going to happen is these tools are going to get better and better and better and better. And they're going to get better fast. What's the Sam Altman quote? Progress here is not linear. So he's talking about the jump from GPT-4 to GPT-5. But what he's talking about is we are now in a technological curve where the improvements are going to be exponential. And so it doesn't just get like twice as good. It gets like 20 times as good or 30 times as good. So the tools are already good enough that adventurous filmmakers and non-film filmmakers like Sherry D in the channel here partnered up with a band and is doing their music videos. She's making these amazing videos for this band. There's going to be a whole new raft of filmmakers. Hey, Sherry D. There's going to be a whole new raft of filmmakers that have never made a movie before. And you know what I can promise you? They will make movies that obliterate the rules of cinema. And real filmmakers, I'll do the air quotes thing. Real filmmakers will make fun of them, disparage them, dismiss them, laugh at them, sit up on their stupid fucking Hollywood soapbox and go, wow, it's very cute little try. And then at some point, one of them will make a movie so good that it changes the game in some way, or they'll win an award. And some percentage of those people will be filmmakers, right? Some percentage of filmmakers are going to go, hey, fuck it, I'm going to learn these new tools. But there's going to be a lot of filmmakers that cross their arms and turn their nose up at this stuff and call these things childish toys. And I think those filmmakers are going to be blindsided by how quickly this shit turns real. I showed Sherry's film to a group last week. One of the men got teary-eyed. I got teary-eyed when I watched Sherry's video. I can't watch it the whole way through. I'm such a fucking sap. You saw that yesterday. Yeah. Because you know why, Source Camp? What Sherry did was she took the story of the song and she brought the story to life. She did storytelling. Storytelling. It's just different tools. If you tell a good story, you will move people. And so, yeah, I think, yes, exactly. It's storytelling. That's it. You don't want to you don't want to replace people in the arts, do you, Kyle? I don't. Well, it's a really complicated question. I have a fine arts degree. I have a degree in acting. I've written 7 screenplays. Like, I know this world intimately. New tools come along all the time. Let me flip back over. New tools come along all the time. Whenever new tools come along, the status quo freaks out. When digital cameras came out, what did photographers say? Well, it's not real photography. Digital photos should be labeled because they're not real photography. Digital photographers are not artists. If you're not in the Lightroom, you're not really a photographer. Okay. When the calculator came along, well, you're not really learning math. If people use calculators, everyone's going to forget how to do math. We're not using the cheating tool to do math. We prefer paper and longhand. Steam engine. Well, sure, it's powerful, but, I like my 6-pack of horses. You know what I mean? Every single piece of technology, it happens. So, do I want to replace artists? No. I mean, if you saw the live last night, I think the definition of who gets to be an artist is about to shift radically. Radically. So I think the artists that try to prevent what's coming, I don't know that they're going to be replaced, but they're going to be increasingly dropped into a niche. And then there's going to be a completely new wave of artists that are AI literate. And they're going to be they're going to be unexpected. Well, let's just, you've been an accountant for 30 years. Let's not pat ourselves on the back and call ourselves an artist just yet, just because we can do a little runway prompt. I mean, yeah, that's cute. An accountant being a filmmaker. That's fantastic. There's going to be a lot of that. And then that accountant who always dreamt of being a filmmaker but never had the path or the drive or the talent or the whatever it was, all of a sudden has access to tools where all of the ideas they've had for 40 years can now be realized. Sherry is a nurse, but like decades in nursing, and is now making films. Not with a crew, with prompts. Wow, that's cute. I mean, yeah, that's cute she does that now. You're going to have some artists, like Corey Sandler, who's an artist and a ceramicist and just a badass bitch, who are going to adopt these tools and they're going to find completely new ways to express themselves. So you're going to have some artists that just like blossom because they're already like fully self-expressed as humans, and now they've just got new tools. But I think the ones that the reason this channel exists, the ones that make me sad, are the artists that are sitting back like this going, no, fuck AI. AI's evil. They're going to be decimated. They're just going to watch, because this is moving, AI is moving so incomprehensibly fast that doing this for the next 2 or 3 years, I'll wait. I'll wait it out. Entire industries are going to be re-architected because of these technologies. Some will come, so it'll happen to some sooner than others. But I think anyone that's sitting on the sidelines right now, whether you're an artist or not, is a fool. I just do. Without artists, AI won't progress. Exactly. I reposted, there was a John F. Kennedy speech that I reposted today about artists that someone sent to me. Because I talked about being an artist yesterday. No, I don't want to get rid of artists at all. Artists are artists. What artist means is I look at the world, I process it through whatever the fuck's going on in my brain, and I say, this is what I want to tell the world about that. It's self-expression. People's ability to self-express is about to get an exponential upgrade. So the ones that get fucked here are the existing artists that are like, I'm not going to play with these tools. They're evil. They're trained on other art. They're stealing. They're neat. They're not even bothered to learn what they are, what the strengths are, what the weaknesses are. What I can tell you is that the creative people that I know that are embracing this stuff, they get really good at these AI tools really quickly. And they're reinventing themselves. And then people who were not artists, some of them are like literally flipping into art mode overnight. I didn't know I could do this. I've always wanted to do this. I didn't have the talent. I didn't have permission. I never gave myself permission. Okay, now you can. I always wanted to write a children's book. Oh my God, I did it in a weekend. Look at the cute pictures. It's a platypus. It's a platypus that likes lemons. And so it's about lemon trees and platypuses and look at the butterflies. Out of nowhere. Like life-changing shit. I always wanted to blank. I'll give you one. I was given a book contract from a very prestigious business publisher in 1997, and I never finished the book. I let my shame and my fear take over. Didn't finish the book. I had to give back my advance. Do you know how humiliating that was? So I knew I would never be published. Well, I just published a book. Well, I didn't. Cindy Kuhn did, but I contributed to it. AI Futures. Look, there's me. It's Kyle Shannon. I'm a published author. Dang it. Well, that's just self-publishing. All right. Yeah, it is. And I'm published. So it's going to be a lot of that. There's going to be a lot of people. Oh, I always wanted to do this. Oh, shit, I just did it. Oh, my God. What if I could do this? Oh, my God. It can do that too. Oh, my God. So, no, I don't want to get rid of artists. I want anyone who wants to be an artist to be a fucking artist. And I want to inspire existing artists to not sit on the fucking sidelines. An artist is a person skilled at a particular task or occupation. Well, they're absolutely the definition. So it's a really fascinating thing, Kevin. When I was chief creative officer at agency.com, and one of the things as we grew, one of the things that started to become a problem for us is that the creative department, right? I was chief creative officer, and the creative department were like, well, we're the creative ones and no one else in the company is creative. Well, let me tell you what, that pissed a bunch of people off. Because like the project managers were like, well, I'm really creative in how I project manage. And the account people were like, yeah, I have solved problems over like, and what I ended up distinguishing first for myself and then for the company was there's a massive distinction between creative product and creative process. So creative product is pictures and word and, copy and movies and music. It's the art. That's the creative product. The creative process is fair game for anyone. Creative process is saying, hey, here's a problem. How do I solve it? That's creative problem solving. That's creative process. So yeah, you're absolutely right. But this whole conversation started with, are we going to be able to make good movies soon? The answer is yes. And then the question is, who makes them? And that's the thing that's fascinating right now, because a bunch of like a staggeringly shocking amount of non-creatives are about to become creative professionals. And the current creative professionals aren't going to like it unless they join in too. This goes back to that Paul Reitzer quote: AI will not replace you, but someone using AI will. So the longer you sit on the sidelines, the more this shit is going to blindside you. So, anyway. There you go. We need to heal. We all need to heal. I want to learn. So, Ricky Ticky Fabi, you've been in here before. Here's my question to you, Mod Channel. All right, hang on. Oh, Sharon Mendenhall just did a whole musical with Suno? Wow. That's amazing. Suno Queen wow. I was going to ask her today if she was going to do an album. She said she was going to do an album. Yeah, I called her Susan Mendenhall before, Sharon Mendenhall. That's crazy. I love your snarky, sarcastic voice. Thank you. Oh, that's funny. Oh
I'm
yeah.
sorry. As an AI language mod.
Wait, why did it go away? Continue as Kyle. Do I have to log in? Oh, this is on SoundCloud. Did she put this on SoundCloud? She did. Oh, that's so cool. All right, so Sharon Mendenhall, ChatGPT the musical. What? Why? Where's my audio? Now available, first fans. What's happening, SoundCloud? Oh. Hang on. Bluetooth. We got Bluetooth issues, people. All right. Let's go back.
Music. However, I can provide you with some lyrics based on your paragraph that you can set to music yourself. Please let me know if you would like me to do that.
I walk into the room feeling so fly. Everybody's talking, but I just pass by. Yes, please provide me with some lyrics, but don't speak to me.
And if you don't know what this is, which is very likely, because a lot of people don't even know what ChatGPT is. So what Sharon is using to have made and published an entire musical with 13 songs in it. Unbelievable.
Got something to say, so won't you lend me your ear? I'll say it loud and clear, make it perfectly clear. I'm not here to please, I'm just here to have fun. So let's turn up the beat, let's get this party begun. Listen.
Champy was about to sing, so it's a good song if Champy starts singing. So what she did this in is a tool called Suno, which is on the list that we talked about earlier. Suno.ai. Make a song. And Sharon did this in days. And again, if you're a musician here, although someone in one of the irregulars who's in the chat tonight, Kevin, is a musician, right? So some musicians I talk to, they hear the songs from Suno and they're like, well, but that's not real music. Kevin is taking the opposite approach. He's taking songs out of Suno, putting them into his DAW, splitting out the different tracks into tracks in his music editing software, and he's using it as a songwriting tool. So again, there's going to be two kinds of artists in the next couple of years. There's going to be artists like Kevin that are like, holy shit, this is a new way for me to do writing. I maybe don't need partners or this or that. And then there's going to be people that sit on the sidelines. And then there's going to be people like Sharon Mendenhall, right? Jesus. Yes, Sharon Mendenhall. Fucking ADD. Hate it. Who are not musicians that find a tool and go, holy shit, I always wanted to make a musical. I'm going to start with one about ChatGPT. And she just did it in days. So anyway, so here's how you do this. We go to create. I'm going to log in. Let's do our 17-factor authentication, shall we? All right, song description. Make me a pop song in the style of Taylor Swift about eating cashews on a Sunday afternoon. Oops, couldn't generate that. Oh, because I used her name. Fine. In the style of a pop star. Why is that not working? A pop star. Create. All right, boom. So it's making them. And the first thing it'll do, so cashew, what's that one? Application error. Come on, you janky piece of poo. Create. Cashew Craze and Nutty Sunday. Here, I did one about Sydney, where are all my songs? Do I have more here? Where's my Sydney one? I don't see it. Sydney's Masquerade, is that it? No.
In a world of city lights, Sydney stands alone with her painted up.
Sipping on a smoothie, lounging in the sun, feeling.
So this song is the one that I just made. This is called Cashew Craze. Sipping on a smoothie.
Kind of groovy, yeah, I'm having fun. Got some cashews in a bowl, salty and so delicious. Every bite's a treasure, it's like a candy addiction. Oh, cashew crazy's taking over my mind. On a Sunday afternoon, I'm feeling so fine. Crunching on those nuts, oh, it's such a tasty treat.
And not only do you get one song, you get two. Here's the second one.
I'm feeling kinda lazy. Looking for something that's not done, something that's not crazy. Then I saw a dog.
It's got a Charlie Puth vibe to it.
Cashews sitting by the windowsill. At the door myself when I was half a pill. Cashews on a Sunday afternoon.
So again, there are a lot of things that you could. There are a lot of reasons why you would dismiss this as a useful tool, or as not art, or as too janky to be taken seriously. And then if you're Kevin Vasquez, you go, holy shit, the world just changed. I'm leaning into this thing. Or if you're Sharon Mendenhall, you're like, you know what I'm going to do this weekend? I'm going to write a musical, and I'm going to put it out in the for the world to enjoy. So, do I want to get rid of artists? No, I want there to be more artists than there have ever been in the fucking history of mankind. And I hope that the people that call themselves artists today don't sit on the sidelines too long, because artists are sensitive people, and that would suck. Artists are critical. Watch the JFK video. Let me see if I can find it. Where's my TikTok? So crazy. Oh, that's not it. Dang it.
I'm sorry. As an AI language model, I am
Who sent it to me? Wait, it was comments. I forget who sent it to me. Is it comments? Oh, anyway, I can't find it. Let's see. Maybe I can do it with a search. Kennedy artists. What's going on here? There we go. Kennedy artists. JFK artists. Artist speech.
But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal?
Anyway, I can't find it. I reposted it today, and I don't know how to find my reposts, so. Old guy using TikTok. Oh, Dar sent it in messages. Okay. Yeah, I can't find it. All right. Well, if you could actually, if you're in the AI Salon, if you could post it to Show and Tell, post that TikTok of that speech to Show and Tell, I'll play it here because I think it's a really good one. It's an important one. JFK talking about the importance of artists, their role in society, their role in history, their role in the future. They're critical. How are you using both cameras on TikTok? When you go live, there's an option called Dual, and it's basically that's my back camera is facing my MacBook Pro, and my front camera is facing this piece of gorgeousness. And look, I can flip them. I just tap it, and then I'm teeny. And now I'm giant again. Was that site or app, please? So that site was Suno.ai. And then Suno also has a Discord server that you can do different things on the Discord server. And then I even think on the website, it treats you different if you're a paid member versus a free member. I'm just a free member right now. So free members can only do like a verse and a chorus, but paid members can do longer things, and then you can edit your lyrics, and there's all sorts of shit you can do with it. But anyway, that's That's music generation, right? And there's YouTube put out a video, I don't know, a month and a half ago, where they've got in alpha testing right now a tool. They cut a deal with T-Pain and Charlie Puth. And if you're making like a YouTube, what do they call the YouTube shorts? YouTube shorts. They don't call them reels. If you're making a YouTube short, you're going to be able to push a button to say, I want a backing track by Charlie Puth or by T-Pain. And it will write you a custom song for your video. So they've cut deals with existing artists so that you can have a Charlie Puth sung original song for your video. Like, we're not that far from fucking bedlam. I keep thinking about Taylor Swift right now because she's on top of the world. Her fans, like, that woman is so fucking impressive on like every possible level. And like, she's in this state where she can do no wrong right now. And people love her so much that within the year, again, you know, I go back to this thing. I think 2023 is going to be the last normal year. Someone's going to produce a technology in 2024 that's going to make it trivially easy for a fan of Taylor's to create an original Taylor Swift song that's indistinguishable from Taylor Swift songs. And one of those fan-generated songs is going to become a hit. And then Taylor and her team have a choice to make. Do we sue the shit out of our fans, or do we embrace it? I don't fucking know. And it might not be 2024, but I bet the tech that will do that will happen in 2024. That particular event, that might take until 2025. But like, soon. Oh yeah. Laser eyes. I could be an NFT, man. Them laser eyes, I'd be a rare. So what do artists do? And then what do new musicians do who like, imagine being a new musician trying to break into the scene where all of today's pop stars are putting out tens of thousands of songs a year because their fans are doing it. And their fans just want to hear their own personal versions of Taylor Swift songs singing about their specific life traumas. How do new musicians break through? Well, they break through like any artist breaks through. They hit something in the zeitgeist that breaks through, right? And then do they do what Grimes did? So Grimes, when that The Weeknd and Drake song came out that was on Spotify, that was a hit, that was just AI generated, and then Spotify took it down. And the next week, Grimes said, synthesize my voice all you want. If you make money, give me half. So there's going to be some artists that are like, fuck it. It's happening anyway. I'll just cut a deal. And you know, it's actually on brand for Taylor Swift, because Taylor Swift was like, hey, you know, these assholes are ripping me off. They won't sell me my songs back. So fuck them. I'm going to go re-record everything. And I'm going to tell my couple of billion fans, go buy my version of it. And they did. So she's got a good brand to be able to say, hey, go make all the Taylor Swift songs you want. If you make money, give me half. And they will. But now, will she do that? Or does she fall into the trap of, we got to sue them? They can't. This is your brand. They can't do that. Well, not only can they will. And they're going to do it at scale. Like, you're not going to be able to sue everybody. So what do? You get in early? I don't fucking know the answer to any of this shit. I'm just looking at what's coming. If I can make a Christmas comedy starring Bruce Willis from Die Hard 1 and Michelle Pfeiffer from Scarface and Will Ferrell from Elf, and it can be a Christmas movie in my town with my plot points, with the heartwarming ending of It's a Wonderful Life, and I just make that, and this is probably 3 years out, 3 to 5 maybe, but 3 years out. And let's say I make a Christmas movie and it's got all those people in it, and it becomes a hit. Do I get sued? I'm just a fan. Michelle Pfeiffer in Scarface was formative for me, let's say. Will Ferrell in Elf was hilarious. Do I get sued by all of them? Do I get thanked by all of them? Do I win an award if it's good enough that someone gets nominated? Do they win the award? Who wins the award? I don't know. 2023, the last normal year, man. I'm telling you, it's going to get weird. I think it's going to get exciting, but man, it's going to fuck some people up. Well, that's not the way we do it. They're not allowed to do that. We've got laws. Yeah, you have laws based on when reproducing songs in 1874 required literal horses to pull a needle across a dirt track. Well, all right, so we have antiquated laws. Like, the laws are already antiquated, but like they are in no way prepared for what's coming. I mean, the fucking Copyright Office is like, if it doesn't have human involvement, it's not copyrightable. Okay. Isn't that what a digital camera does? Well, the human pushed the button. Oh, okay. So the human pushing all these buttons to type a prompt, that's not human contribution? No, that's different. Okay. Here's a song. It's making $1 million a month from this artist, made by this fan. What do we do with the $1 million? Sue the bastards. Okay. You want to sue your fans? All right. Hope you got a good PR team. Oh, they're excellent. They use AI. All right. I'm just rambling incoherently at this point. Is any of this making any sense? Anyone think I got my head up my ass? Well, I'm sure a lot of people think I have my head up my ass. I want to post a show and tell, but I don't have GPT-4. Do you have any other GPT I can use to GPT? No, Chris, you have to get, if you want to do GPTs, you have to get Chat GPT Plus. So you have to have access to GPT-4. At some point here shortly, Microsoft is going to, I think if you have a Copilot subscription for Microsoft Copilot, I think you have access to GPT Studio, or to Copilot Studio, which is their version of GPTs, but just Microsoft's shit is too weird right now. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, and you got to pay $20 on top of an Office 365 subscription, so I'd just pay the $20. Oh, I found the video. Wait, JFK. Where is it? Is it in mods? Okay. Oh. AI mods. All right, so we're gonna watch this 1962 speech by JFK on artists. This is back to the question. I found the video and my remote. Joker always got the jokes. All right.
Stevens, Mrs. Gardner, Mr. Vice President, Mr. Chief Justice, ladies and gentlemen. This is a notable occasion for all of us here in Washington and around the country, and I am very happy to greet all of you who have come and who are taking part in this great effort. I hope that you're as proud of it as I am, and we're particularly pleased to have with us as our guest tonight from Augusta, Georgia, the man under whose administration this project was started and who has given it wholehearted support. Ladies and gentlemen, General Eisenhower. Bear with you. I want to assure the officials of my administration tonight that this demonstration of support for the arts is modest and painless compared to what has been required of past governments and past administrations. In 1664, Louis XIV, in his own efforts to encourage the arts, donned brilliant tights and played in a drama called Furious Roland before a happy court. Moreover, he drafted the highest officers of his administration for the play, so that according to an account, all clad in brilliant tights themselves, they passed before the Queen and the court. This was suggested tonight, but for some reason or other, the committee turned it down. But we're glad to be here in any case. And we're glad to be the guests of honor of the representatives of much of the finest in American culture and much of the finest in American life. And we're very much indebted to all the artists who have so willingly taken part in this work tonight. For when Thomas Jefferson wrote that the one thing which from the heart he envied certain other nations, and that was their art, he spoke from a deep understanding of the enduring sources of national greatness and national achievement. But our culture and art do not speak to America alone. To the extent that artists struggle to express beauty in form and color and sound, to the extent that they write about man's struggle with nature or society or himself, to that extent they strike a responsive chord in all humanity. Today, Sophocles speaks to us for more than 2,000 years. And in our own time, even when political communications have been strained, the Russian people have bought more than 20,000 copies of the works of Jack London, more than 10 million books of Mark Twain, and hundreds and thousands of copies of Hemingway, Steinbeck, Whitman, and Poe, and our own people, through the works of Tolstoy and Dostoevsky and Pasternak, have gained an insight into the shared problems of the human heart. Thus today, as always, art knows no national boundaries. Genius can speak at any tongue, and the entire world will hear it and listen. Behind the storm of daily conflict and crisis, the dramatic confrontations, the tumult of political struggle, the poet, the artist, the musician, continues the quiet work of centuries, building bridges of experience between peoples, reminding man of the universality of his feelings and desires and despairs, and reminding him that the forces that unite are deeper than those that divide. Thus art.
Spike Jones, when politicians were inspirational, my, exactly.
and the encouragement of art is political in the most profound sense, not as a weapon in the struggle, but as an instrument of understanding of the futility of struggle between those who share man's fate. Aeschylus and Plato are remembered today, long after the triumphs of imperial Athens are gone. Dante outlived the ambitions of 13th century Florence. Goethe stands serenely above the politics of Germany. And I am certain that after the dust of centuries has passed over our cities, we too will be remembered, not for victories or defeats in battle or in politics, but
The video software I was talking about earlier was Runway ML that makes video out of images.
for our contribution to the human spirit. It was Pericles' proudest boast that mighty Athens was the school of Hellas. If we can make our country one of the great schools of civilization, then on that achievement will surely rest our claim to the ultimate gratitude of mankind. Moreover, as a great democratic society, we have a special responsibility to the arts. For art is the great democrat, calling forth creative genius from every sector of society, disregarding race or religion or wealth or color. The mere accumulation of wealth and power is available to the dictator and the democrat alike. What freedom alone can bring is the liberation of the human mind and spirit, which finds its greatest flowering in the free society. Thus, in our fulfillment of these responsibilities towards the art lie our unique achievement as a free society.
Yeah. Shit's important. Shit's important. You can make money with ChatJFK. Art is important. All right. Let's do a couple of things. If you're new here, if you were just stumbling along, you're like, why is Kennedy? Who's that? Who's that black and white guy? That was JFK talking about the importance of art. And I think that the democratization of the capacity to do creative work is going to have a profound impact on people and on society. The chapter in the book that I just wrote is called The Great Renaissance Approaches. Because I think that the Renaissance we are entering right now is going to make the Renaissance look quaint. So, the reverence for art gets to start with we creatives. It does. And the we creatives part is the part that I think is going to get democratized. I think I just, and maybe I'm just being a naive optimist, but I think that I think a lot more people would express themselves authentically if there were no friction there. And I think that's what AI is going to do, is remove the friction from an idea in my head to it existing in the world. And if it exists in the world, maybe I've got some idea in my head that no one's ever thought of before. And before AI, that idea never would have seen the light of day for many, many reasons. But with AI, it's instantly there. Sharon Mendenhall just in a few days made a musical. Now, is that ever going to be produced? Is it going to, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe someone in here tonight's like, wait, someone did a ChatGPT musical? Let's produce this thing. I don't know. Maybe. I saw someone before was talking about the world ID being important, removing the barrier between idea and creation. That's exactly right, Joker. Right? This has been my greatest insight about generative AI. And it's funny, I don't get asked the question as much anymore as I used to. I used to get asked the question a lot. If AI does all the creative work, isn't that going to make you less creative? If AI provides all the knowledge, isn't that going to make you less smart? And I'm finding the absolute opposite to be true. That when I get the barrier to get something out of my head and into the world, when I remove the barrier, when AI removes the barrier for me, more ideas come out of my head, and then in seeing my ideas materialize, I have other ideas. So I'm having more ideas get out, and then those ideas that get out inspire new ideas. I'm more creative by staggering amounts because of AI. And the tools suck. All of the AI tools right now are janky pieces of shit. You're like, but Kyle, you talk about them being so remarkable. Both and. They are remarkable, janky pieces of shit. Wait until they are remarkable, fully integrated, world-class, we've never seen anything like this tools. That's the thing that I think people underestimate, that how not far we are from that future. Anyway, if you want to hang out with people that are on this AI adventure, that are choosing to be on this adventure, that's what this group is, the AI Salon. This wacky bunch, like choosing to head there. And so if you go to the salon.ai, it's going to take you to this link tree. And then this first link with that pretty picture on it will take you to the AI Salon. And go to the AI Salon and go to Welcome to the Salon and read about what we're up to. It doesn't cost anything. This is free. For those of you people who are like, oh, now I get it. He plays a JFK clip, and then we get all inspired to be an artist, and then he's like, okay, now you got to pay $19.95 to get into my happy little community. No, it's free. This doesn't cost anything. I started this group explicitly for the same reason that I started this channel is I think it's critical for as many people as possible right now to get curious about AI and to have community around it. Because nobody knows what they're doing right now. Nobody. 0 people. Nobody. Well, but I saw someone's giving a workshop. Yep. And anything they're teaching in that workshop is going to be useless 3 months from now. Things are moving so fast that we're all clueless. Anyone, you can talk to anyone. There are people in this live tonight who come here 7 nights a week and have been doing it for months, 6 months. I've been doing this for like 7 or 8 months, 7.5, something like that. There's people that come here night after night after night after night after night. To the person, I guarantee you, they will be like, yeah, I did that. I made that musical thing, but oh my God, do I feel clueless. Everybody right now feels behind and clueless and like everyone knows more than they do. I've made 2 GPTs and have ideas for 2 more in one day. Dana Kelly, congratulations. That's fucking awesome. And Dana, so if you would, post in here, have you ever coded before? My suspicion is no. I hope it's no. The fact that GPTs are janky and not perfect, and we can't really use them for commercial, and we don't really know how they work, and all that sort of stuff, is independent from they are making it possible for people who previously didn't have access to that kind of development power. I love the group. Awesome, Dana. No. Okay, so she hasn't coded before. The amount of people that are leveling up. I coded MySpace back in the day. That counts. Exactly. I knew HTML really good when there were like 6 HTML tags. When I started agency.com in 1994, I was so early in HTML that the center tag didn't apply to images. You could center text, but you couldn't center images when I started. So I similarly had a lot of tech skills at some point in history. I mean, it's just like every human being that chooses to get curious about this stuff. Debbie, started my book this week, chapter 1 and 2, done. Kyle is one of the characters, right? You said that the other night. I'm blown away. Yeah. It's amazing, right? And this person's going to choose to make GPTs, so they're creating application. And this person's going to write a book. And this person's going to make an art exhibit. And this person's going to make a musical. And this person's going to do all of them. And none of those people will have done that discipline before. I made a vid for group and show and tell. Oh, that's so cool. Let's go to show and tell. Ooh, that's beautiful, Corey Sandler. Corey, I'm telling you, when artists get their hands on AI and get literate with it, it's just like the way Corey's brain works. She just prompts the shit out of these things. It's so good. Wait, where's the video? Let's see. Maybe I need to reload. Those are gorgeous. Copyright office closed until we get this thing figured out. Exactly. There's that. I am an artist. That's really good. Very nice, very nice. Progress here is not linear. Sam Altman. Exactly. I don't see the video. Where's the video? Is it down below here? I don't see it. Yes, Visla link. Oops. Is this it? No, that's TK. Jersey just tagged me. Thank you, Jersey. It's so good to have people that understand my level of incompetence sometimes. All right. This was just created.
The The AI Salon is a ragtag group of misfits, ne'er-do-wells, and miscreants who have gathered to explore the uncharted wilderness of generative AI.
This is great.
We are everyone, from entrepreneurs to educators, from healthcare workers to creatives, and everyone in between. We are being called on an adventure. Just like the WW exploded onto the scene in the mid-90s, the launch of ChatGPT on November 30th, 2022 shook the world. We felt the rumble. We heeded the call and set out together to discover the source. We band together online and in person to share our discoveries so that we might aid our fellow adventurers. In these gatherings, we geek out, explore, and learn together, paving the way for innovative ideas and groundbreaking projects in the vast frontier that lies ahead. Together, we shape a vision and create a future that embraces the unknown and leads us to personal rediscovery, professional reinvention, and extraordinary experiences. Do you think you might be an AI adventurer too? Do our values resonate with you? If so, we're thrilled to have you on this wild ride.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So Visla is the tool there. Thank you for making that. That's really great. And what she did was she took the content from the site. So she took from about the welcome to the salon. So this is, who we are and what we do, right? All this stuff. So she took that. So that's the script. And then she put it in Visla, and Visla pulled all that content together. That's so cool. And Visla also did the voiceover, did the background music. Visla, it took less than 5 minutes. Thank you, Tracy. That's really cool. That's so cool. Yeah, and it's, this is with these tools sucking. Wait till they get good. Like what Visla does right now, like why Visla's a little limited right now is it's only pulling in stock video, right? And they probably have only limited access to that, right? They probably don't have the premium shit. So they've probably got access to the B-roll stock video. So they pull that in, so it's a little bit generic. But when Visla can use tools that actually take the tone of that script, where a misfit, team of there's a particular voice in that writing that when these tools can actually capture the tone of the copy and bring it to life in a way that's relevant, or maybe you take this image and you upload that and say, here's the sort of tone of this video, and then you drop in this script, and the system is going to, cut together some version of this. So something like what we just saw, but instead of generic stock video, it's all custom video. Living La Visla Loca. That's good. Like, we're very close. You can see the potential. Like, that, I don't know. I personally find this so fucking exciting about AI right now, is you can see the potential in almost every tool out there, but they're all just janky enough that everyone dismisses them as not useful. And then a year from now, like this time next year, we're in a very different, this community's in a very different place. How do our artists rely on their talents to make money and cut through the clutter and stay relevant? The same way that they always have, Brandon. Artists can see what other people cannot. Okay? What artists will do is what artists have always done. Artists will use these tools in ways that other people can't see, right? They'll just do something completely different. They'll combine two forms that don't make sense to combine, or they'll take something from the virtual world and they'll manifest it in the real world, or something from the real world and they'll manifest it here, and they'll do it in a way that everyone at first looks at it and goes, that doesn't make sense. And then a year later, that becomes the way you do things. And what's exciting is that because the skill, that everyone gets to level up their skills because AI levels them up, people are going to, there are artists in the world today that gave up on self-expression for whatever reason. They had to get a job. They didn't have the skills. They didn't have the talent. They believed it when their father said they'd never make it. A lot of them. And they are artists whose voices are zzz. There are a bunch in this community that are discovering, holy shit, I have a voice. It's awe-inspiring. It's really fucking inspiring. You're like, oh shit, that's amazing. And like, what's amazing is, you know, the work that they're doing is amazing, but what's more amazing is their awe that it's possible. I didn't think this was possible. Yeah, it is. Okay, got it. I know what I'm doing the next year of my life. There's going to be a lot of artists, the Great Renaissance, right? There's going to be a lot of artists who have been zip it, zip it, zip it. How many humans, how many people do you know that when they were told to zip it, that's a little uncomfortable for everyone. Why don't we go ahead and zip it? That they actually zipped it. And now they're 30 years into a career they hate, and along comes a tool that lets them unzip it. I'm shy as heck, so this helps a lot. And people will always want art. It's about filling the need. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. And whether you're shy or whether you're outgoing or whatever, everyone's got access to these tools. And so there are going to be people that, you know, there are a lot of people in here that one of the things that I did early on was I assumed that a lot of people would be excited to get on camera, and I'm like, hey, come up on stage, and people are like, no, I don't want to be on stage. But they are fully self-expressed with these tools, and they're fully contributing members of this community. It's fucking wild. Wonder when art galleries will include, well, MoMA has a big AI piece in it right now. MoMA's got this, it's like a big, like 15-foot tall AI generated blob that it's a cool concept. They basically took pictures of all of the art in MoMA, and then the art that's being generated is from all of the colors of the art that was sampled from MoMA. It's pretty slick. Yeah, MoMA's got it. Yeah, exactly. My dad is terrible at English. ChatGPT helps him write better. Understood structures emails. Yes, exactly. The accessibility level up is crazy. And accessibility doesn't just mean someone's handicapped, right? Accessibility means I can't speak a foreign language, or I'm not good with grammar, or I'm not good with spelling, right? For grammar and spelling, we had grammar and spell check. But for basic writing, like if you're not good at structuring writing, it doesn't matter if you have grammar and spelling checkers if you can't tell the story, right? If you can't structure communications. Well, now you have a tool that'll do that. That's an accessibility issue. Oh, I would really like to be able to express myself visually, but I don't know any artist friends and I can't afford to pay them if I did. And I'm not comfortable asking them for, oh, now you can just make images. Oh, okay. Well, it sure would be nice if I had some background music that, oh, yeah, oh, here you go. Now you can do that. Oh, okay. Like the accessibility for all of us, it's like it's like what AI is providing is on-ramps for every talent and skill. AI is opening us in ways that allow us to deeply relate in ways that have been stymied. This is the shit I get fired up about. Like the robots, it's like the great irony. The cliche is that the robots are going to kill us. And what I'm experiencing is the robots are freeing us. Like these tools make it clear that a lot of the fucking work we do is fucking horrible work. It's repetitive, soul-crushing, cog in a machine, bullshit work that just has to get done, and I've got to sit there and do it for 8 hours a fucking day. And just because I'm not on a factory floor doing manual labor, it doesn't make it like it's not better work, right? It's cleaner, it's maybe less physically dangerous, but it's just as soul crushing. What if the machines did the shitty work? What would you do if AI, you're doing this job and you need to get this job done, and AI can do in 1 hour what used to take you 8? What do you do with the other 7? What do companies do? Maybe we don't hire for skill anymore. We hire for aptitude because the skill is going to be handled. And then what's the aptitude that we hire for? I don't know. What if you didn't have to hire assholes anymore? What do you mean, Kyle? That's very aggressive. Someone's going to be triggered by that. No. Right now, in the world, there are some jobs that are so specialized that you just have to work with people because they can do the work. And some people take advantage of that, and they're just assholes. Yeah, I'm good, and fuck you. You can hire me or not, and I'm going to be an asshole, and I'm going to overcharge you and underdeliver, and you've got to suck it up. What if we didn't have to suck it up anymore? What if we said, you know what? Good working with you. I'm going to go work with Source Camp because she's swell, and with these tools, she can do what you do, and you can do it 10% better, but I can get 90% of what I get with you, with her, and she's fun to talk to. So, peace! Peace out, brother! How does that change the world? Well, the assholes better fucking level up. They better use ChatGPT to, how do I be less hated? Ann Murphy, AI plus fundraising, ChatGPT lets my brain think out of order and then puts it in order. Yeah, that's one of the, you mentioned that today, Danielle, when you were teaching the DALL-E stuff. That, yeah, you can just let your ADD brain be your ADD brain and ChatGPT will fix it for you. It's great. It's like denying a calculator and doing math by hand. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's why this channel exists. I'm like, use the fucking calculator. Use the calculator. But I love math. Okay, love math and use the calculator. Understand how to push the buttons. Understand which buttons are missing. Maybe you could invent a calculator that has the buttons that are missing. I got to tell you, I'm neurodivergent, and ChatGPT and me are unstoppable. Totally. ADHD and these tools they're fucking insane. They're fucking insane. I don't have writer's block anymore. And it's funny. I never called it writer's block. I think writer's block is a fucking excuse. What I had was, I think I'm an untalented piece of poo block. I'm going to write something now. And voices in the head, but you're not really good. You don't really know how to write. You didn't do, you get, that's what writer's block is. Writer's block is not the lack of ideas. It is the overabundance of voices in your head telling you you're a piece of shit that you believe. And so what happens with ChatGPT and with all these AI things is that you have an idea in your head, and before you have the chance to shit all over yourself, you go, well, I'll just put this stupid idea in ChatGPT. It's probably dumb. It's probably horrible. Here, ChatGPT. Oh, God. And then ChatGPT goes, awesome idea. Oh, I guess that was a good idea. Okay. That was a little surprising. I'm good enough. I'm strong enough. And doggone it, people like me. Okay. Here's this idea I had when I was 17 that I zipped it. Oh, this is scary. Here's an idea. Oh, that's a pretty good idea. Could you make that into a picture? Oh, that's very inspiring. I have a good idea. Silver Fox, it's like Christmas Day every day instead of once a year. Yeah. Because you get to witness your own humanity manifested in a way you didn't think you could ever do. Daily. I still, like, the image generation thing is insane. I wrote a screenplay 30 years ago. When you write screenplays, you think visually. You write, here's what you should see on the screen. That's what you write in a screenplay, in between the dialogue. And ChatGPT takes that screenplay and brings those scenes to life for me, and it looks like what I had in my head. I have no way to process it. Like the impact of it, the profoundness of it. And that's like one teeny little example of one, teeny tiny sliver of some piece of self-expression that, got dumped into a file somewhere on a computer that I still managed to have on my computer. And now it's like coming to life in the world. And we're probably within a year where I can take that screenplay, and just like the video we just saw for the AI Salon, I can just upload my screenplay and start watching it with actors saying the words. Not only within our lifetime, like probably this year, maybe next. Writer's block has been... Emilio's wife, writer's block has been replaced by ChatGPT timeouts. That's fucking brilliant. I get to talk to my own brain. I appreciate my intellect so much more now. That's totally it, Ann Murphy. You really do. It's almost like it's funny. It's almost like witnessing your brain from the outside. It's a very good way to put it. As long as the machines don't realize they could also be on a beach drinking margaritas. No, I mean, we're telling the machines how to act. Yeah. Anyway. I should probably get going, people. What the fuck is up with the dual camera thing just shitting the bed all the time? It's just so weird. TikTok, get your shit together. You got 8 billion users and you're selling all your stupid shit on TikTok Shop. Could you make the software not suck? I use ChatGPT to make Stable Diffusion understand what I want better. Yep. It's brilliant. Actually, my little cards here, this first one, abracadabra. As I speak, I create. We were talking about integrity and your word, and you use your word to create. AI, that's AI. That's AI. I want this. Pring! Abracadabra. As I speak, I create. I mean, we live in this world. I'd like a picture. I'd like a picture of a 1971 Chevelle in olive green in front of the Horseshoe Casino in the same era with a juggling troupe in the background and blue rubber duckies on the pavement in front of the car. The lighting should be dramatic. The look should be cinematic. And the image should be wide. Abracadabra. As I speak, I create. Fucking juggling troupe in the background, 1971 Chevelle in olive green, Horseshoe Casino, rubber duckies on the pavement. Abra fucking cadabra. And it hasn't started yet. Like, we're in the janky phase. You know how long the janky phase lasted with the World Wide Web? I got into the World Wide Web in 1994. I think Tim Berners-Lee invented HTTP, the Hypertext Transfer Protocol, in 1991, or maybe even the late 80s, but I think it was 1991. So I got into it 3 years after it started. And it was not until, 1997 that it got anywhere usable. This AI shit, we're like in 1994 versions of these tools. And look what they fucking do. Can you imagine? I can't even imagine what these tools are going to do by Christmas. As I speak, I create. Words have power. Well, words just got a big fucking level up. So, Use your words wisely. That's why positive words are so powerful, like Kyle's video he shared. Thanks, Joker. Well, you know what's funny, Joker? Danielle was talking about this today in Anne's workshop. One of the things that large language models and these image models are really bad at is when you tell them not to do something. They don't know how to not do something. They are programmed to give you what you want. So if you say, don't give me elephants, you get like 10 elephants. It's like you can't get rid of them. So you're right. Like it's almost like you've got to go like, wait, what's the positive version of this statement? And again, that goes back to this weird thing where I feel like the robots are going to train us to be better people. Don't tell it what you don't want. Tell it what you do want. Oh, I haven't done that ever in my life. Perfect. Start practicing. We should make written predictions for AI in December. We should. Well, we sort of did that. We did that at the last AI Salon where we asked people to give a fear, something that represented fear, something that represented hope, and then a prediction for 2024 or 2025. Or no, for 2024. And so we're gonna actually put that out. So Vicky is actually now making them into word clouds, and it's really cool. Did you already talk about GPTs, custom GPTs? I'm curious. Sorry, that went away. It's like they teach you in manifestation. It's exactly like that. This is quantum level shit. Did you already talk about GPTs, custom GPTs? I'm curious how to make one more useful anyway. I already talked about them. I can't start that now because it's 10:30, but come back tomorrow. I'll do some GPT stuff tomorrow. Also, go hang out on the AI Salon. So if you haven't joined the AI Salon, that URL will take you there. That'll take you to a link tree. The first big link is to the community that is the extension of this channel. What's the best AI to use and download? You don't need to download anything. The best one to use is ChatGPT right now. If you can afford the $20 a month for ChatGPT Plus, get it and learn everything you can about what ChatGPT 4 can do. It's profound and deep. There's a lot. So just start playing. If you can't afford it, that's fine too. Just play with ChatGPT 3.5. You can also go to copilot.microsoft.com, and that'll give you some of the features of ChatGPT 4 for free. Start with chat.openai.com. Pay the $20 if you can afford it. Learn everything you can about it, whether you can pay or not. He talks about custom GPTs all the time. I do! And as soon as I get access to the new feature where you can call one of your GPTs inside another GPT, I'm going to try to get my head around it. We are being trained. If we choose, this is like one of those Mission Impossible things. You know, your challenge, should you choose to accept it. We're being trained to. This is weird. This is weird ass like manifestation stuff because the tools that are coming. It's this. As I speak, I create. We're coming increasingly into. It's not even a tool set. It's like an environment where you just say it's holodeck. I want to enter this kind of world. Pring, there's the world. I want this kind of story. Pring, there's the story. I want this kind of music. Pring, there's the music. We created an interface to information that creates a full circle. That's solid. Actually, that should, dude, put that on a, like, that needs to be like on an image. We created an interface to information that creates. Wait, we created an interface. No, here's what it is. We created an interface to what we created that can create, right? Because what we created, we stuck on the internet. And then all that shit got trained into these models. So we created a system that interfaces with the shit we created, and now we can create. Yes, it is full circle. I can't stand using Google or any search engine anymore. It feels so annoying. Ion China, it is fucking... Google is unusable. It's it's just like, why would anyone use it? It's astounding. Like overnight, how that happened. ChatGPT gave me the best bean soup recipe. It was so good, and I hate beans. That's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. All right, people, listen. I got to get out of here. It's late. Happy Saturday night. Fun hanging out with y'all. 60-minute goodbye. I know. I'm going to get yelled at when I get off here. Why do you talk to those people for so long? What are you doing? That's not how my wife talks, but, it's comedy. All right? All right, people? Cher Bear, thank you so much for the dangly lights. I love the dangly lights. All right. To my mods, really good job tonight. Thank you for all that, for bailing me out of not being able to find shit. When tomorrow? 8 p.m. Mountain. We love Mrs. Shannon. She's the best. She's great. She puts up with me, and she puts up with this. So yes, you should love Mrs. Shannon. She's a mensch. Cher Bear, good to see you. Dr. J. Okay, go be a person. No, don't leave us. Great mods too. Yeah, the mods did great tonight. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to the irregulars. Thank you to my subscribers. If you want to support the channel, you can subscribe to the lives. You can buy, in one of these corners is a video series that I think is really good called Underhyped, that if you're new to AI, we'll talk about why it's a big deal. Peace out, Steve-O. Thank you so much. Please follow my channel if you don't already. And Tobias, good to see you. Emilio's wife, congratulations on being on time. No demerits tonight for you. Source Camp, good to see you. Brandon, our left, your right. Oh yeah, well, Oh wait, our left, your right. Okay, so right there is a video series called Underhyped. So if you buy that supports the channel. Rachel Sparkles, thank you, Kyle. Thank you. Thank you for those of you that are kind of newly showing up here multiple times. Welcome and thanks for doing that. Like, that's what makes this community powerful. So, Dar, great to see you. Thank you for sharing what you shared with me earlier. The JFK thing. The one that Dar shared with me is a like an edited version. It had a bunch of images on it. It's whatever. I'll figure out how to see it tomorrow. I'll go find it when I'm not trying to find it. Robert Rossi, good to see you. Thank you. Joker, good to see you. Spike Jones. All right. When are you going to get a buddy for Champ? I don't know. We should probably do that. He's a little rammy. He's a lot of dog. So I think we'll just let him calm down a little bit first. Ashu, good to see you. Danielle, thank you. Be not afraid. All right, let's see. Kintsugu. All right, everybody. I am out. Happy Saturday night. Peace, peace, peace. This is the best use of my time in years. Oh, thank you so much. Minus the sleep I'm missing. I know. Welcome to the fucking club. Good night. Good night, Bubbles. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Silver Fox. Peace out. Peace out, everybody.